SalsaCreations.com would like to welcome Mr. Willie Martinez, the Willie Martinez Trio, and he plays at Willie's Steakhouse in the Bronx, the famous Willie's Steakhouse. Mr. Martinez, Willie, we'd like to welcome you here, and we'd like to know how it all started for you.
Well, I've been playing music professionally for about 28 years, and I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. My grandparents came from the island of Puerto Rico in the mid-20s, and my parents were born in Brooklyn, New York in the early 30s. So they were a part of the Palladium era, and a part of a lot of other things that were besides the Latin side of our culture. They grew up during the beginning of rock and roll, throughout the end of the big band era into the bebop era and such. So they had a very eclectic record collection at home. So my brothers and I feasted on that at all times, and we enjoyed that music, everything from Sonny Stitt and Stanley Turrentine and Count Basie to Tito Rodriguez and Willie Bobo and Mongo Santamaria. It was a pretty well-rounded exposure to music of all types.
Where did you go to school?
I went to a Catholic school growing up in Brooklyn, New York, and then later I went to Brooklyn Technical High School to study to be an electrical engineer. But at the end of that, one of my electrical engineering teachers said, "Martinez, what do you want to do with your life? You obviously don't want to be an electrical engineer." And I said, "I want to be a musician, but there's no security in it." And he said, "Son, there's no security in any of this." So some of the best advice I ever got. And right after that, I met Mr. Johnny Colon at the end of high school, and he invited me to become a part of his orchestra. I actually attended the East Harlem Music School, Johnny Colon's East Harlem Music School, and then went right to work playing in his orchestra and had an affiliation with him that lasted over 20 years.
Thrill me no end. I love you so. dice don Jaime, en mi casa toma café diferente.
I've been on several CDs. My first CD was with Rey de la Paz in the mid-'80s, Lo Mejor de Tu Vida, which was where I debuted on a recording. And then years later I started recording with Latin jazz, people like Ray Vega. I did a CD with Ray Vega. I did a CD with Andrea Brockfeld, the flautist who used to be with Charanga 76. She had a very nice project called Son Charanga, and I'm on her CD. And I'm also on one of the last CDs of the late great Hilton Ruiz, called Steppin' for TP, which was a tribute to Tito Puente.
Well, in closing, we want to thank you for letting us get a little retrospect of your career, and we want to come back and see you again and talk some more.
I hope you will. I'd like to mention that I'm with the La Familia Sextet at the New York Poets Cafe the last Thursday of every month. So for all your viewers, if they want to come and see us, we're there the last Thursday of every month at the New York Poets Cafe.
We will let everyone know that. Mr. Willie Martinez, we thank you for being at SalsaCreations.com, and we wish you much more success.
Thank you very much.
And much more appearances so that we, the fans, can see you.
Thank you, brother.